All right, class. Today we're looking again at mastering presentations, Microsoft PowerPoint, and this is part 3 of a 3-part series so far. And if you haven't checked out part 1 and 2, I'll leave the link in the description box below. We want to do a quick review of what we did in the previous lessons. If you guys can recall, before we went off on the Easter break, we looked at 3 main views of the Microsoft PowerPoint window. We had the normal view, which we'll be using quite often in this series, the slide sorter view, which we'll use later on, and we also want to take a look at the slideshow view, which will be the final part of our series for PowerPoint. We also took a look at how we were able to label the interface and 5 rules for more effective presentations. Now that was basically the theory that we looked at for PowerPoint. Now we want to get into some practical aspects. Now I had left a link on Edmodo for you guys of where you can download. For you guys that don't have a laptop, you can get the Microsoft PowerPoint suite on your phone, on your tablet, and it's Android and Apple based. So if you have an iPhone, you have an iPad, you can also get the PowerPoint software, and it's free and it's fully interactive. All right. Now, although I will be teaching you guys how to use presentations using the computer, I will be leaving 2 videos, one for Apple users and one for Android users, as how you can make these presentations on your phone as well, because there will be a project that you will need to submit, being able to create a simple PowerPoint for me, okay? And like I said, you can do it on your phone, you can do it on your tablet. If you have a laptop or a desktop, you can do it there also. Now, today we want to look at how to create a new presentation. Now, I'm using a new software, so just bear with me. That will allow me to record my screen as I'm presenting. So while we're doing this, you should be able to see me creating a new presentation. First of all, it says that if you already have PowerPoint open, to create a new presentation, you would click on the file icon. Now the file icon, we should know where it is on our Microsoft PowerPoint document. Is the same location as Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. When you click on file, you would then click on new. Now I want you guys to keep in mind that aside from using these buttons, you can also hold the control key on your keyboard, which is the CTRL key, and then also press N at the same time. This will trigger an action that will allow you to create a new document. So let's try that out. So like I said, I will click on file, and then from file I will then click on new. Now because we're starting a new presentation, I'm going to be on blank presentation, and then I would click create. Now that would then open a new blank presentation for me. Now like I said, you could also use the control keys by pressing control and N at the same time. And I'm going to do that now on my keyboard, and you would notice again it will launch a new presentation for me. Now I don't need that many open, so I'll close the second one that was open, and let's get back to the video. So we looked at how to create a new presentation. Simply click file and then click new. Now let's say you had a presentation that was already saved on your computer. What would you do? It says to open an existing presentation. Remember guys, you should have these notes on the handout that I gave you. Again, you would go back to your file button, and then the only different step would be that you would click on open this time. Now when you click on open, it would launch a dialog box, or you could go and then browse for the document that you want. Another shortcut key that I want you guys to keep in mind is that you can press Control, the CTRL button, and then press O, and that triggers an open action. So let's try that. I will then click on File. I can then click on Open, and then the setup would then open where I can then browse through and find whatever presentations that I had. All right, so I can look through and see if I had any presentations there saved in here. I believe I have some here. I would be able to open those existing PowerPoint presentations. Now this is the first one that we worked with. Now, aside from looking at how to open an existing presentation, we also want to look at how do we save a presentation. And again, this is something not new to any of you. We already looked at how to save, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and it's all the same action. You can click on File and then click on Save As, and then you would save the document where it needs to be saved. Another shortcut key is to press the F12 key on your keyboard, and that would allow it to save with a new name. So let's try that. We had already opened a blank presentation. I would click on File, then click on Save As, and again I would get the dialog box. I would choose the location where I want it to be. I can name it. For example, I can name this Presentation Practice, and then save it in this location. And of course, once it has been saved, you will notice the new name of the file appearing at the top. So we've looked at, let's do a quick review. We looked at how to create a new presentation. We looked at how to open an existing presentation. And we also looked at how to save a presentation. Now let's look at adding a slide. If you notice, by default, Microsoft PowerPoint automatically inputs, let me close off this one I'm not working with anymore. Microsoft automatically gives you a slider. Remember, a slide is a single page within your PowerPoint presentation. Now, if I want to add a new slide, there are two methods of doing this. Actually, there's three that I know of. One, it says to go to the home ribbon and select new slide button. So let's go back to our PowerPoint that we're working with as our test. I would then go to the home button, click on new slide, and notice it gives me a variety of different layouts that I can choose from. All right. More than likely, a type that you would be using frequently would be the title and content, and that would then be inserted. Now, aside from inserting a new slide this way, another way is to right click in the pane that we have here and then click on new slide. Or if you're in this pane, you can press enter on your keyboard and a new slide would also be inserted. So that is how we add a slide to our presentation. Now we also want to look at how can we insert pictures, because our presentation wouldn't be that awesome if we don't have any graphics in our presentation. Now, just like Microsoft Word, and like I'm saying, this a lot of times I'm referring back to Microsoft Word because working with Microsoft PowerPoint is very similar to working with Microsoft Word. How do we insert pictures from files? Remember, we have pictures that we can get from online sources, we can get from clip art, but we also have some pictures that we may have on our computer or on a device that we want to insert into our PowerPoint presentation. It says you go to the insert ribbon and then select picture. Locate the image file from the folder to where it is saved and then click insert from your dialog box. So for instance, if I wanted to insert, I'm making a PowerPoint on PowerPoint, like I've been doing, you can click on insert, click on picture, and then you can go to your pictures. Now I already have a picture here saved on my desktop of a PowerPoint logo, and I'm going to insert that into my document. All right. Now notice it inserted it automatically into the placeholder that was available there. Now if you have an image that's saved, for instance, you want a clip art image instead. Now remember, I said depending on what version you're working on, your computer might have online images or it may have clip art. The action remains the same. You would either click online images, but my computer today actually uses clip art. So if I want a clip art inserted again, I would be in the placeholder that I want, insert, clip art, and then it will launch an area where I can search. For example, if I want my display here, I have cake. I would search for cake. Hopefully my internet is working right now. And yeah, the pictures that I get available, I can then double click to insert it into my document. So notice we did two things recently. We inserted a picture that was already saved on our computer, and we inserted an image from clip art. Now, I don't want to overwhelm you guys, so we're going to stop there for today. Let's look at what we learned today. All right. Now, we learned, of course, how to create a PowerPoint presentation. Like I said, it may vary for you guys that are using a mobile device, your tablet, your phone. I will be uploading 2 videos that will allow you to see how you can do these things on either a tablet or a phone. Please make sure you check those videos out so you're able to make your PowerPoint from your device that you may have. Aside from how to create a new PowerPoint, we looked at how to open an existing presentation that you may have. We looked at how to save your presentation, how to add slides, how to insert pictures from a file, or if you want, you can insert pictures from clipart or an online source. So that's what we have for today. I hope you guys learned something new. Please leave feedback on Edmodo. I do look forward to your feedback. Some of you have been messaging me personally, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the appreciation that I'm getting for doing these videos. All right. Well, see you guys. Our classes will actually be scheduled for Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Thursday, you will have 2 activities. I will have you guys create a basic presentation, and I will also have you guys work on a short quiz based on what we covered in today's lesson. All right. See you guys on Thursday.